Time to make a start on some wiring. First thing I need to do is work out what colour wire does what. I've fitted up here some handlebar switches, so I need to work out what's high and low beam. Horn's easy enough to work out, so we'll get the digital multimeter out, suss everything out from there. I've got this box of tricks to go in for the speedo, so I have to work out something for that, so it means drilling another hole in headlight shell. Brake light switch is easy to work out, that's simple enough. I've got the wiring diagram for the Kozo, but I'm guessing red, possibly permanent, black, negative, and then brown, more than likely a switch slide, but I'll double check that with our paperwork anyway. Let's get the rest of them worked. So I've called it my guesstimation, the horn should be on green and white. Multimeter set up on diode test, connected to the green and white. Let's give the button a press, see what happens. I can find a button, where's the button gone? There we go, so that's green and white for the horn. That's that one sussed out. Pretty sure grey is a com. I'm going to go for orange, so I've connected grey and orange on there. Operate switch, see what happens. We'll have the grey and orange as low beam, and then just to confirm, I connect onto the brown. That should give me high beam. On there, yeah, it's a brown high beam, orange low beam. So looking at my sheet, I need 7 wires in. I need a green, orange, brown, red. This is brown again, but it mixes up with the lights, and a yellow. So actually that's 6. My count is a cock. I want to put a couple of extra wires in as well for possibly some idiot lights for the future. We'll run those in and just tape them off somewhere, hide them out of the way, so they're there when I need them. So let's get some wiring done. First things first, I want to put a 20mm hole in the back of the headlight shell. Reason for 20mm is I've got a crap load of open grommets at 20mm, so I'll get that done. So pilot drill first. And then we get in the step drill, making sure there's nothing behind it can get damaged. Didn't like that, did it? Just deburr the back of that, job done. There we get the grommet in. Perfect. Look. So the greys come from my light switch. I'm also going to put the side light or running light from that as well, so that's permanently on. I've already slid my bit of heat shrink on, so don't forget that. Hopefully the soldering iron's hot enough. Blob a job. Cool down a bit, make sure there's no spiky bits on. Got a good solder, bit of heat shrink, and we'll seal that up. Repeat until finished. So that's the wiring completed in the headlight. I've put it in a cable sock as well and just heat shrunk it, cable tied it off so it doesn't move around too much. I've capped off the spare cables, and I've also put on a switch supply there that I can use at a later date if I need it. So let's get to the other end now. So that's the wiring within battery tray done. Most of it was spade connectors anyway, a little bit of soldering to it, but nothing serious. I've put a 5 amp fuse on the permanent life for the speedo and taped a spare fuse to it because it's always handy to have one. So let's see if we can set fire to anything. Ignition on, no sparks, that's good. We've got a horn. We have a horn, yes. Do we have lights? The tail light there. Do we have a brake light? Yes, we have a brake light. A little bit of a running light, you can barely see. How are we doing for high low beam? Yeah, happy with that. All good. Anything on the speedo? And we have a speedo there. Beautiful. Right, let's do some maths. That switch is rated at 6 amps. At 12 volts, a 75 watt bulb, which is a high beam on the H4 halogen, would be over that. So we do 75 divided by 12 equals 6.25 amps. Switch is only rated at 6, so by rights you think I can't use that, but a good battery is 12.8 volts. 75, let's get rid of all that. 75 divided by 12.8 is 5.85, which is below, but even better, when you're charging you should be around 14.5 volts. So there you're at about even less than 5.2 volts. So in theory and in practice you can get away with using a lower rated switch than you think because your voltages are higher. There you go, education for you, bit of Ohm's law. So that's the bulk of the loom wiring done. Next job to do is set up the GPS mount for the speedo and get the speedo actually connected up and working correctly, which is a job for another video because I've got to make a few bits. So thanks for watching.